Hi, hello. In this video, we would like to share our experiences regarding the CT chest findings of COVID-19. This is a case CT chest of 32-year-old female with travel history from UK admitted to hospital with cough and mild breathlessness. Second case, 56-year-old male patient with multiple comorbidities admitted to hospital with flu-like illness. He gradually worsened and ultimately succumbed to this disease. As you all know, clinical features of COVID are similar to flu initially. There can be fever, cough, and sore throat in mild cases. Shortness of breath and hypoxia will be seen in severe cases. Respiratory failure, shock, and multi-organ failure are seen in critical cases. Few patients can be asymptomatic. Few patients present with vague symptoms like abdominal pain. Ultimately, a positive PCR test is highly specific in diagnosing COVID-19. CT actually helps in triage and assessing the severity of the patient. Once virus enters the body, it replicates in lungs, then enters the bloodstream. In bloodstream, it attaches to the heme and releases the ferrous. Once ferrous is released, there is loss of oxygen carrying capacity of the blood, which in turn results in tissue hypoxia. A compensatory increase in erythropoietin increases the hemoglobin production, then increases the blood viscosity. In turn to above pathological cascade, an immune mediated cytokine storm damages the tissues further. Blood investigations in patients with COVID reveal increased hemoglobin, decreased lymphocyte count, increased monocyte count, and decreased platelet count. Coming to our topic per se, so far following findings have been described in literature for COVID-19. The predominant and important findings are ground glass opacification, crazy paving, and consolidation. Associated with these findings, you can also find traction bronchiectasis, vascular dilatation, which is attributed to increased blood viscosity and small pulmonary thromboemboli, interlobular septal thickening, subpleural bands, and very rarely you can also find Patal sign. Coming to our cases, case 1 had predominant ground glass opacification. Ground glass opacification is very well appreciated in right upper lobe. You could also see some areas of crazy paving in right middle lobe and also paracardiac regions. This patient had very mild involvement and patient improved well following the treatment. Coming to the case 2, this patient had more classical involvement of lungs. In this case, you could appreciate ground glass opacification, subpleural lines, and crazy paving. Crazy paving was predominant finding in this case. Crazy paving is nothing but ground glass opacification with interlobular and intralobular septal thickening. So there was also associated traction bronchiectasis and areas of vascular dilatation. The peripheral lung was more predominantly involved compared to the central lung in this case. The sagittal images showing posterior lung involvement more prominent than anterior lung. Some findings which are commonly found in chest CTs like pleural effusion, cavitation, lymphadenopathy, and pulmonary nodules are generally not seen in cases with COVID-19. Similar picture comparable to COVID-19 with ground glass opacification, crazy paving, and consolidation can be seen in various conditions like other viral pneumonias, acute cardiogenic and non-cardiogenic pulmonary edemas, acute eosinophilic pneumonia, acute fibrinous organizing pneumonia, acute interstitial pneumonia, and cryptogenic organizing pneumonia. So CT findings are sensitive for COVID pneumonia, however not very specific. Just to complete, I'm showing you two cases of hypersensitivity pneumonitis and Guttpasture syndrome where predominant pattern was ground glass opacification and crazy paving. So COVID-19 is here to stay. So we'll be getting in number of cases, and we'll be asked whether these cases are exactly COVID-19 or not. As a radiologist, we should have sound knowledge about imaging findings, background clinical and lab knowledge, so that we can accurately diagnose COVID cases. Thank you very much. Hope this video was useful for you.